Today is June 19th, 2025. So we are 6 days ahead of our company's payday, right? Which falls on 25th of June or every month, 2025. If that 25th day is on a holiday, then it's a move backward, right? 24th, 23rd, even 22nd, we get paid. Today, I learned that Trump family wants to sell or manufacture and sell smartphones in America, which is absurd, right? He puts all the tariffs on the companies, Samsung and Apple. Now he wants to sell his own brand, which is a bit strange, but that's how it goes in America. I don't blame them. That's the market capitalist country, so he can do whatever he wants, unless he just kills his own people, Americans. This article is from BBC, and the title is "Experts Question Whether $499 Gold Trump Phone Can Be U.S. Made." Right? Experts question whether $499 gold Trump phone can be U.S. made. 2 days ago, it was written by Natalie Sherman and Lily Jamali. They are business reporter, BBC News, and North America technology correspondent, respectively. Experts have cast doubt on the Trump organization's claim that its proposed smartphone can be entirely manufactured in the U.S. One industry analyst told the BBC it would be virtually impossible for the gold-colored handset, which will retail at $499 or 367.5 pounds, to be built in the United States. The questions have also been raised about the ethics of what is the latest in the series of attempts to cash in on President Donald Trump's name. It's unbelievable that the Trump family has created yet another way for President Trump to personally profit while in office, said Megan Faulkner, a communications director for Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington. The phone will also come alongside a mobile phone service with a monthly fee of $45. The figure is a reference to Trump serving as the country's 47th and 45th president. That's laughable, but genius. Trump has said he has put his business interests in a trust, which is managed by his children. The White House has maintained he acts in the interests of all Americans. But Mr. Faulkner said the latest venture raised familiar issues, including whether the new business will win customers from people hoping to influence Trump, and how the president will craft policies and regulation for an industry in which his family now has a stake, right? Made in America? The Trump family has not said which company would manufacture its phone in the United States. Eventually, all the phones can be built in the United States of America, Eric Trump said on the Benny Show podcast on Monday, suggesting the phones released in August may not entirely be manufactured within the country. Technology experts have questioned what the Trump organization's built in the United States claim about its handsets means and argued it is probably not currently possible to manufacture smartphones from scratch in the US. They don't even have a working prototype. It's extremely unlikely, said Professor Tilong Dai, who teaches operations management at Johns Hopkins Carey Business School. You'd have to have a miracle. You'd need to have economies of scale. You would need to have sustainable demand for this kind of a product, Professor Dai added. The decision comes as Trump tries to pressure Apple chief executive Tim Cook to manufacture iPhones sold in American buyers in the US. Last month, the president threatened to place a 25% import tax at least on iPhones not manufactured in America. Analyst Leo Gabby of CCS Insight noted that the U.S. currently simply does not have the high-tech supply chain required for smartphone assembly, especially not in time to be released in August, as the Trump organization has said. However, it's possible that the device could be assembled in the U.S. with parts imported from abroad. This might be the most likely outcome that lets the T1 chain American sovereignty, Mr. Gabby said. Likely outcome that lets the T1 claim American sovereignty. The announcement was light on details, including the name of the business partner that will run the service and is licensing the name. Attention to the detail, right? Light on details. That's a good expression. The announcement was light on details. The announcement was light on details, right? Including the name of the business partner, right? Trump organization did not immediately respond to questions from the BBC about its business partner, criticisms around potential ethics issues, and a request for details of its built in the United States claim, right? In announcing its plans, it said, hardworking Americans deserve a wireless service that's affordable, reflects their values, and delivers reliable quality they can count on. It pitched a policy of discounted international calls to families with members serving outside the U.S. in the military. The announcement said the mobile service would have customer support staff based in the U.S. to answer questions as well as the gold-colored phone, which is currently available for pre-order. Damn. It's already in the pre-order. Trump's net worth has more than doubled. The deal is an extension of a business strategy that Trump embraced long before his presidency, striking deals to sell his name to hoteliers and golf course operators in exchange for fees and royalties. But the opportunities to profit from his brand have expanded since he entered politics a decade ago. In his most recent financial disclosure, Trump reported making more than $600 million last year, including millions from items such as Trump-branded Bibles, watches, sneakers, and fragrances. Forbes in March estimated his net worth was $5.1 billion, more than double what it was a year earlier. It said the surge was due in part to the president's diehard following, which is credited with helping to prop up the value of Trump's social media company that runs the Truth social platform, which accounted for roughly half its wealth last year. Wow, diehard following, right? The surge. It said the surge was due in part to the president's diehard following, right? The idea of Trump-related smartphone has received mixed reaction online, with some people ready to buy it and others mocking the concept. Where do I have to wait in line to buy the new Trump phones? One ex-user wrote. Others have mocked the design and poked fun at the phone habits of the man it's named after, asking if text on the new handset will all be in capital letters. The mobile phone market in the U.S. is currently dominated by three major players, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, which all offer a phone service starting at less than $40 a month. There are also a growing number of smaller firms paying to use those networks to target niche groups of potential customers by offering lower prices or tailored plans. The largest of those companies, which are known as Mobile Virtual Network Provider, MVNP, but in Korea they are known as MVNO, Mobile Virtual Network Operators, have less than 10 million subscribers, according to a 2024 report by the Federal Communications Commission. Mint Mobile, which was backed by Hollywood star Ryan Reynolds, was sold to T-Mobile for $1.35 billion in 2023. At the time, one analyst estimated the service had roughly 2 to 3 million subscribers. The actor had a 25% stake in the business, giving him a potential payout of about $300 million. Wow, money talks, bullshit walks. So this article says that Trump's net worth doubled, and it said the surge was due in part Trump's diehard following, right? So surge, diehard in the asset. Well, and what else? What else I decided to remember, right? Profit while in Faulkner Communications reference said trust. Win. Eventually. Working prototype, right? Questions, executives, supply chain. So mobile virtual network providers, Mint Mobile, Verizon, right? Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile. AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, Sprint, right? Well, let me go back and see what I decided to remember. The announcement was light on details. The announcement was light on details. It said the surge was due in part to the president's diehard following. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful Thursday.